Sure. Here's the paraphrased version. Not every display of affection comes from true love. In today's complex relationships, it's easy to confuse dependence or convenience with real connection. What seems like love might be something far less meaningful. In this discussion, we'll highlight 8 clear signs that indicate you might be in a relationship where you're being used rather than genuinely valued. Along the way, we'll draw insights from real-life experiences and timeless Stoic philosophy, which encourages us to see relationships clearly and without illusions. So, get comfortable, maybe with your favorite drink, and let's explore this together. By the end, you'll have a better understanding of your relationship dynamics and learn how to ensure the love you give and receive is sincere and balanced. Sometimes, unrealistic expectations in relationships start subtly, appearing flattering at first. Your partner may seem eager to share every part of life with you or rely on you completely, but over time, this imbalance becomes overwhelming, leading to constant pressure. Take the example of someone who ended up handling almost all responsibilities in their relationship, from planning events to managing daily tasks. Initially, they thought they were simply contributing, but as time passed, it became clear that their partner wasn't doing their part. They never stopped to ask, is this fair? How can we make this more balanced? From a Stoic perspective, this situation is problematic. Philosophers like Epicteto taught that we should recognize what is within our control and what isn't. In a healthy relationship, emotional, practical, and financial responsibilities should be shared. When one person carries the full burden, it's not just unfair, it's unsustainable. This isn't love, it's dependence disguised as devotion. Imagine a partner who constantly needs reassurance but never considers whether they can provide the same in return. Over time, this one-sided dynamic leads to exhaustion and resentment. Stoicism teaches us that addressing these issues requires courage to gently but firmly bring attention to the imbalance. A true partner will recognize the need for fairness and work toward equal responsibility rather than shifting everything onto one person. Ask yourself, are expectations in your relationship fair and mutual? Or do you feel like you're carrying the weight alone? Love isn't about perfection or meeting unrealistic demands. It's about partnership, where both people support each other and contribute their strengths. Another warning sign is entitlement. This happens when one partner believes they are owed time, energy, or affection simply because they are in the relationship. At first, this might seem like confidence, but over time it turns into a demand for sacrifice, without offering anything in return. I recall hearing about someone whose partner always came first, with no recognition of the effort required to meet their needs. This wasn't mutual love or respect, it was one person expecting everything while giving nothing back. From a Stoic viewpoint, this goes against the principle of reciprocity. Epicteto reminds us that we are not entitled to anything we haven't earned, not even another person's time or energy. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect, not one-sided expectations. Entitlement can appear in different ways. A partner who expects you to handle all responsibilities without lifting a finger, or someone who believes they deserve constant support without ever offering any in return. I remember a story of someone whose partner demanded care during times of stress, but never reciprocated when the roles were reversed. Recognizing entitlement early is crucial. It can damage the foundation of trust and equality. Unrealistic expectations and entitlement can be draining. The Stoics teach that dealing with such issues isn't about blaming, but about having honest conversations to restore balance. Setting boundaries is essential. Sometimes protecting your energy means recognizing when a relationship is no longer serving you. Ask yourself, are your efforts acknowledged and reciprocated, or are they taken for granted? A healthy relationship is not a transaction, but a true partnership built on mutual respect. One of the most unsettling signs of being used in a relationship is when a person presents two different versions of themselves, one in public and another in private. This behavior isn't just manipulative, it's emotionally confusing. Imagine a partner who is warm, affectionate, and charming in front of others, but becomes distant, critical, or dismissive when alone with you. This emotional inconsistency can make you question reality, leaving you isolated and unsure of where you stand. Which version of them is real? This kind of behavior damages trust and creates a cycle of confusion and self-doubt. The Stoics offer insight here. Marcus Aurelius advised seeing people as they truly are beyond the image they project. If your partner acts differently depending on the situation, ask yourself, are you loved for who you are, or are you simply playing a role that benefits them? A meaningful relationship is built on honesty, consistency, and shared responsibility. Stoicism encourages us to seek clarity and self-reflection to ensure the love we experience is real. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Address it with honesty and courage. True integrity means acting in line with values, regardless of who is watching. A partner who acts one way in public and another in private lacks the consistency needed for a trusting relationship. Marcus Aurelius wisely said that true character is revealed in private moments. Expect nothing less than a love that honors you both publicly and privately, one based on mutual respect and honesty. If your partner's behavior is inconsistent, it's important to talk openly about how it affects you. If nothing changes despite your efforts to communicate, it may be time to consider whether the relationship truly supports your well-being. Another major red flag is when one person constantly gives while receiving little in return.